Tonight, Vista could become the latest California city to enforce a ban on homeless encampments. Thank you for joining us. I'm Kimberly Hunt. My co-anchor Wally Aliou is off tonight. The city council meeting starts in about 30 minutes. Council members will hear from the public and then decide whether to enforce a full ban, a partial ban, or vote to take no action at all. ABC 10 News reporter Rachel Bianco is joining us from outside Vista City Hall. Rachel, you spent part of today with the mayor of Vista trying to understand what people are experiencing and how the city is responding.
Hi, Kimberly. It is a complicated issue affecting families, businesses, entire communities. The mayor wants zero tolerance. He wants a decades-old ban enforced, and tonight he'll try to convince the city council to support him. Aubrey Gilman says she ended up on the street after an abusive relationship.
I stopped paying my bills. I started drinking way too much. I never thought I'd smoke crystal meth. Graduated to 10 years later. Now I just don't give a f.
Aubrey is one of roughly 170 people living unsheltered in Vista. We didn't find widespread camps Tuesday, but did see people sleeping in garbage enclosures or parks. Now the city is considering enforcing an encampment ban that's been on the books for decades.
Wouldn't you rather have people that have it together enough to go make an encampment in the trees, keep it somewhat decent, and stay out of trouble versus outside, stealing from each other?
Aubrey admits she's addicted to alcohol and the homeless lifestyle.
It's going to be really hard for me to not drink. I mean, I just got out of the drunk tank and I physically shake after a certain point.
We could house every one of these people if they would say yes.
Vista's mayor says more than 90% of people living on the streets say no.
Many of them we've offered, on average, mathematically 20 separate times apiece. And the acceptance rate is 6%.
During our interview, the mayor approached a man who had been sleeping in the garbage enclosure. Initially, he agreed to go to a shelter, then got agitated and stormed off.
Let us try to get you some help.
Get the away from me.
Okay. In that same parking lot,
Have you visited with our outreach team here in Vista yet?
Aubrey agrees to check out a shelter. Vista's recently opened Buena Creek Navigation Center was full. An outreach team was taking Aubrey to a shelter in Oceanside. She has a 2-year-old daughter living with a relative out of state. Reason enough to give it a try.
I'm tired of failing myself. Like, I've done it before, and then I do well for a while, I get a job. But yeah, I'd be really proud of myself to just at least have something for my daughter.
Again, that is just a snapshot of what goes on daily. Vista Shelter has 48 beds, and a spokesperson says most days they are at capacity. The mayor says the city has 12 community service officers and another dozen outreach officers dedicated just to this issue. We also checked in with the sheriff's department. The department sent a statement that says in part it faces challenges when addressing encampments, including balancing the need to enforce laws and maintain public safety with the need to protect the rights of unhoused individuals. Again, a lot to consider. That meeting gets started at 5:30. Reporting live in Vista, Rachel Bianco, ABC 10 News.
Very compelling stories. Thank you, Rachel, for that. Vista isn't the first city to look at passing a camping ordinance. Over the past year, we've reported on similar bans elsewhere. In July of last year, the city of San Diego's unsafe camping ordinance went into effect. A month later, Poway's homeless encampment ban. In June of this year, the Supreme Court ruled an outdoor camping ban in Grants Pass, Oregon was not unconstitutional, and that opened the door for other cities and states. And last month, Governor Gavin Newsom ordered state agencies to address encampments. And just last week, Escondido began enforcement on its homeless encampment ban.